Hola, caballeros. ¿Estás listo?
Let's get it.
I need to clear the air. At the end of the last episode, you tried to high side me, Ramsey. You said I beg for box. I don't beg for box. I may have in the past, but that's not something I'm doing now. So I just had to let you know.
Look, man, I'm just going by what the grapevine told me.
Yeah, the grapevine. Yeah.
The grapevine said
I'm out here begging for box, paying $20 for feet pics.
Oh, you like feet?
No.
Where'd that come from?
Because that's the thing now. Feet
that's a big thing.
A lady told me, what was this, 2018? Some dude wanted pictures of her feet. Never seen her a day in his life. She was like, $25. He sent it immediately. And she just sent him a picture of somebody's feet.
I don't think it's ever that important, man.
Nah,
I really don't.
No. But I just had to clear there. No, I'm not a peace league beggar. I don't beg for box. Ramsey tried to play me at the end of the last episode. I didn't get a chance to defend myself. So, no, I don't
And I did get a few people tell me like, yo.
Chris beg for box?
No, I don't beg for box. No, I take that very seriously. That's not something I do. I don't beg for box or female attention. But I do have one thing I need to ask. Why do we assume all of our loved ones went to heaven just because we're related to them? It's a lot of pieces of shit out here.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, but it's a positive thought thing.
I guess it just helps, like, the person.
What if they weren't even a positive person?
It's just going to depend on your religion, bro.
Yeah.
We didn't have... I know everybody at this table has had somebody in their family who was misanthropic. Like, they just hated everything. And they were a mean person. Some people that died in our family were kind of mean.
I'm not going to lie. Not mine.
I mean, it makes sense, fam. It's just one of those questions where it's kind of like you want the answer,
yeah,
but you're not gonna get it.
I'm gonna be
you
real.
See what I'm saying?
If I don't want nobody saying I'm in a better place. I'm in hell. So I don't want nobody.
You know you going there.
Yes, I don't want nobody at my funeral. Oh, he in a better place. Who was a good? No, I'm in hell.
You don't want them to edit you on
Man,
like a picture
no.
If you believe in the eternal afterlife.
Okay, we going to church.
No, I'm saying, man. Look,
I
am religious, bro, but right. I'm saying you don't want to suffer, fam. Like that, nobody wants to suffer.
Nah,
right?
Nobody want to. Nobody want to be broke, but people broke. It is what it is.
No, bro, because you can control that. You can control that.
You can go get a job.
You can
if you want it hard enough, you
you can control being rich or poor, but you can't control going to heaven or hell. You can control.
You can control your actions.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So why should I feel
am I
like?
saying?
Why should I feel like? Oh, he's in a better place now. No, he drank and fought people his whole life. He's in hell with JFK.
Why is JFK in jail?
That was
because he was a notorious philanderer. He said if he didn't have sex at least twice a day, his head would hurt. He said that to a foreign dignitary.
You're going to have to cite that. Cite your source.
We will.
You're going to have to cite that source. I've never seen that.
If we had the laptop. You didn't know he was a notorious philanderer?
I didn't know that.
Yes, that's what he loved to do.
I can search that real quick.
You didn't know he used to rendezvous with Marilyn Monroe? That wasn't like a joke or anything. He really did do that while he was married. He was a notorious philanderer.
Actually, I do remember hearing something about Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, and he had an injury in the service that would make sex very painful for him, but it didn't stop him from chasing his carnal desires.
What you think that was though?
You mean why was he cheating on his
wife? No.
Because we're not gonna talk about that. Men don't cheat.
The word
we exercise options.
Facts.
The addicted. Was he addicted?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Is that an addiction? Can you be addicted to sex?
I'm gonna say no.
What?
But
no, bro.
People every day.
Okay, say why. Yeah, explain
Can
yourself.
Go for it.
Go ahead, explain yourself.
I say most men can't be addicted to sex, but I'll tell you why. Let's say you're an average guy. You know, you meet a couple of ladies every now and then. Okay,
all right.
Let me give you $8 million and 300,000 Instagram followers and load your DMs up with Instagram models begging for it. That's gonna be kind of hard to cut off. So it's not really.
But is that an addiction?
So okay, you're talking about like a Instagram model. You talking about an Instagram model being addicted?
No, I mean let's take an average guy, then let's make him somebody and give him all these options, something he's never been used to. Of course he's gonna go crazy, cause he's in the candy store finally.
That's what I'm saying. Is that an addiction?
No,
or is that
bro.
like
I'm
an
saying
option overload. Like
somebody that made their way, that paved their way,
He put a dent in the universe,
and now he famous, and now he
Yeah.
addicted to sex.
Well, I don't think he's addicted to sex because what if he came from a situation where he wasn't nobody? Now he's somebody, and everybody wants a piece of him. It's kind of hard to readjust to that. That's hard to handle. If you somebody who ain't never, been in and out of some bat wings, because a woman's whatever looks like 2 bat wings. I don't know if y'all ever.
Nah,
It is what it is. Wait till she turns 50, you'll see. Or it's just me watching that category. But you got a guy who hadn't had options like that. You finally giving him options. You finna go crazy. Think about if I give you $5 million tomorrow. If I give you $5 million at 18 versus now. Now we know we got to pump up the Vanguard. But at 18, if I give you $5 million, what are you about to do? I'm not doing anything logical at 18 with $5 million.
Well, it depends on how you raised, though. I think.
I give you $5 million at 18. You're not finna go crazy and do something stupid. I'm not talking about committing a crime.
Well, that. I mean, fam, you could place that now. Like people that get a job, like they get a raise, a big,
you get a $5,000
a
raise.
Promotion.
Yeah, you get a.
And you're gonna go buy a fucking $40,000 fucking.
A $5,000 raise equates to a $60,000 Yukon. It makes absolutely no sense.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. So the mind works in the same fashion. I feel like.
Yeah, but I think some people have the luxury of learning and growing as a person. So, like, you ever watch My Lottery Dream Home?
No,
That's one of my favorite shows to watch because I like to watch humans and their habits. You'll have someone that won $4 million and they'll buy a $2 million house. That doesn't add up.
Then they got like $50,000 taxes.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about taxes. Let's just say you got $4 million, you spent $2 million, you have $2 million left.
All right.
You didn't equate for property taxes, HOA fees, any of that. And then they're going to take the taxes out after you spent all of that money. But you were going so fast, you weren't thinking logically. And this person's 56 years old.
that's half your life.
That's crazy. And you crashed out just like that. You never watch How the Lottery Ruined My Life?
I never seen that either.
That is one of
I'm gonna have to pick up some of these shows, man, because
dude, that's one of the greatest shows that I've ever watched because it shows you human nature.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's all an animal kingdom, baby.
Firsthand, I've seen someone gain an immense amount of money, and it put them in a worse place than they were before.
Well,
Like
psychologically, they didn't know how to take it.
Yeah, you don't know how to take it, and that's what the show shows.
But like
you.
I've seen it. Like it's so crazy firsthand how it is. Like just
You're going wild.
You're watching this person go through phases.
But it's like they tell you, it's like, okay, once I get this money,
I'm gonna do this.
I'm doing this.
I'm gonna build a community center at the church. Man, you finna have your
my
face
life around everything.
Your nose is gonna be a mountain of powder.
That's it.
Period.
That's
You
it.
turn it up. Church who? Ford Focus who? It's McLaren time.
It's McLaren.
Yep.
Porsche
time. Mind you, you have this.
He tried to buy a Porsche.
You have this. I'm sorry. Porsche for all my Germans. Donkey. You got all of this money now. You just going crazy. Like that's okay. Let's put it back on a smaller scale. Just someone who gets like these stimulus checks.
Right.
You got a quick 800.
It's gone. People don't know how to act.
See?
So what can you revert that back to though? Whose fault is that? Whose fault would you say, like the education system?
Well, no, I mean
the government.
We could blame American consumerism because that's all that's around us is buy.
Right.
The next new thing.
Yeah, Americans don't handle delayed gratification. Not when you have all this buy now, pay later. Like a firm, that stock when it hit when it did its initial, I guess the IPO,
right?
It was $70-something. It's $100+ now, and it's gonna keep going up. It's gonna compete with Visa because that's the society that we live in.
Who?
A firm. Like when you
AFFIRM.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
the stock was like
$68.
Now it's $100+, and this is in less than a year. It went up like this.
It costs as much as Visa.
Yeah, I think Visa's $300 something.
And they've been here since.
And they're not going anywhere because America runs on credit.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I save my
Dunkin'.
Yeah, why would I that too? Why would I save my money to buy something when I can just swipe this credit card and pay the minimum for the next 30 years? That's the society we live in.
It is. Banks are ruining everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that on record.
Right. I'm I'm not gonna say that because I would like to do business with banks, but banks are
ruin your life.
Look. I personally hate loans.
Right. I don't like that.
I hate loans.
I don't like that. I've never sold drugs, but when you watch movies of somebody that is fronted a large amount of drugs and someone robs him and he has to figure out how I'm gonna pay that supplier back, that's how I feel when I borrow money.
I hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, it's like
that keeps me up at night. Like, I think Bank of America is going to kick my door in and blow my head off.
Would you let people borrow money?
Yes. I would love to be a predatory lender. Actually.
No. You right now, if I asked you for $1,000, would you let me borrow?
Like, as a friend.
As a friend, yeah, sure.
What would be how would you prefer I pay you back? Like, would you be like, you gonna give me like a long time, like, hey man, take your time kind of thing, or would you be like, hey, I'd like that back as soon as you can?
If you're my friend and I really care about you and I really care about your well-being, I'm not gonna ask you, oh, well, what you gonna do with my money? And I'm not gonna beat you over the head every 2 weeks. Where that $300 that I loaned you? You were probably going through a rough season in your life and you needed help, and I'm just happy that I could help you. As a friend, as a customer, I'm gonna charge you 600% APR on $100.
600%, fam. You don't even get a credit card with that.
Oh, escuchame. These payday lending places?
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Yes.
No way, fam.
I'm not lying.
You're talking about like the tax off the what is it?
Like a title loan place,
yeah,
a payday lending place, like a check, like
fam, 600%.
Legally in the state of Texas, you can charge that much. That's the annual. That's the APR.
Annual percentage rate is 600%.
You can. If you go past,
but you ain't gonna get no business like that though.
Yes, you are, because it is.
People need it.
It is
people stupid.
It's a multi. What did I tell you about delayed gratification?
People stupid.
What did I tell you about delayed gratification, dude? Divide 600 by 12, and that's the monthly percentage you're paying. But
50.
It's unfortunate because the type of people that get trapped in that system are from impoverished.
Exactly. It's the lowest.
They're from
600 divided by 12. Is it 50?
I'm not good at math like that. I apologize. I mean, we get a calculator. It's high. But in the state of Texas, you can legally charge that.
Bro, I don't know what you're doing.
And
I was trying to clarify it.
Only recently has certain legislation been passed in certain states to limit the amount of APR those places, those institutions
just now
can charge people.
Fam, see, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Banks, this whole like financial, just whole setup is not.
Do you think it's
the rich get richer? It's a scam, fam. It's definitely a scam.
Well, okay, let me ask you this, because I was talking to my aunt about this earlier. If you starting from scratch,
right?
You financing a home, right?
Right.
Which that scares me too. I probably
it
will
sucks.
Never.
It sucks.
I'll probably never do that. But would you do a 30-year or 15-year?
15-year, you paying more up front,
but you're gonna get done quicker.
Yeah. Well, it just depends on what your interest. Well, obviously, the longer term, you working with the bank longer, right? So you gonna pay more interest.
And I don't know if anyone knows this or not, but the bank is not here to help you.
No, fam, that's what I'm telling you, bro.
They want your money.
Bank
they want your money.
Sucks. Get good credit, right? If you have to borrow money from the bank, do it. But if you don't, if you got people that are with you,
do that.
On.
Oh, and let me ask you this, because I hear people talking about, good credit, good credit. All some people have to their name is a good credit score. What are you going to do with that good credit?
Well, it just depends on what you...
What are you going to do with the good credit? Most people are going to be ham and eggers. They're going to go to their job and go home. They're not going to be entrepreneurs where credit is important. But it's nothing wrong with being a 9-to-5.
It's nothing wrong
if
with
you don't want to be an entrepreneur, by all means, you can sit it out. It's fine. But that goes back to what I was asking.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna purchase? What are you gonna do with this good credit?
Yeah. You got an 820 credit score.
Okay,
but you make $50,000 a year.
You have $200 in your savings.
In your savings account.
I always hear people all the time talk about, I'm working on credit. I'm trying to get this good credit score. I got this credit card.
Okay,
for air miles.
You're right though. You're right, because the entrepreneurial side, you're gonna need it, right? So you want to take out, say, $20,000 loan,
a business loan.
A business loan. You you can put it into an area where you need it.
Right.
Right. But if you're just working at 9 to 5, you comfortable, whatever, you live in your situation, then you're chilling.
You're chilling.
You're chilling.
The problem is regular people value that credit score so much, and in almost all aspects of your life, until you drop dead and they throw dirt on you, you don't need
You really
a great
don't.
credit score.
You
You really don't. I kid you not. And they say, oh, well, I need a good credit score to buy a house. Where are you actually going to buy a house?
It's like, buy it now. So buy it.
You know,
Unless you're buying a business, you're doing something in a business aspect. That's when you need the good credit.
yeah, when you jump in that entrepreneur lane, we can talk about good credit all day long. But if you're just a regular person,
Yeah, what difference is it gonna make? You got a good credit rate, and you're taking out a Honda Civic, right?
You got a good credit rate, but you still make car payments your entire life.
Come on, what's up with that?
What? Well, I got an 800 credit score, and every time I swipe my card, I get 3% cash back. How much money did you have to spend to get that 3% cash back? It's irrelevant, and it's unimportant. And I know that's crazy to say. Well, what do y'all know? Y'all are just kids. Just wise people learn from the mistakes of others. How many people have you seen just make unnecessary car payments their entire life? Too many. And what I always hear, oh, I'll be happy when I pay this thing off. And
you go and buy another one.
You gonna buy another one. Kete pasando. You know, what are you doing? And it's no offense to anybody making car payments. I don't believe in making car payments if you don't have to, because we live in a world now where cars are pretty reliable for the most part.
Yeah,
you can buy one with cash.
Yeah, you can.
You know,
$7,000, you good.
That's it. You can get for $7,000. You can get a 2008 Honda Civic. And it will run.
It will.
It will run like a scalded dog. I always say you can purchase any type of vehicle, even a sports car, SUV, truck, sedan, for $10,000.
Come on.
You can get anything for $10,000.
Yep. Now, and it got maybe, if you lucky, 125,000 miles.
And people say, oh, well, I don't buy a used car because that's someone else's problem. You dated someone that's someone else's problem.
There you go.
You're not dating a virgin who's never dated anybody. You don't have a problem with that.
There you go.
And she could be committing financial infidelity on you, but that's another story. I just don't like when people say that, oh, I don't want a car with a lot of miles. What's the problem?
What is the problem? Never buy new. Never buy a vehicle new.
No. And you know what? It's weird to me that the opportunity that someone with low income would have to put them in a higher tax bracket, they would rather spend that financing a vehicle. So that $30,000 you probably could have acquired over time, you're just spending that on vehicles. And I don't know if y'all know this, but automobiles aren't getting any cheaper.
Nope.
Hell no.
They're not getting any cheaper. I was at Gabriel Jordan. Shout out to Gabriel Jordan. If you need a GMC, go to Gabriel Jordan. We did that for free. That's the only time we'll do it for free.
I had to flip my shirt inside out.
Yeah, I know.
And you out here giving free sponsorship?
But I went up there with my dad a couple of weeks ago, and it was a Yukon. That thing was $77,000. Someone's going to finance that does not have $77,000.
Does not.
So stupid.
Got $2,000 in their savings account.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Buy now, pay later.
Come on.
And not only is someone going to make that payment, when they pay it off, they're going to go do the same exact thing again. And when retirement comes, it's I don't have the money. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I did the math one day. If you have 4 cars that you finance over your lifetime, they were $50,000 a piece. 5, 10, 15, 20. It's $200,000. You don't have $200,000. 4 cars, $50,000.
You know how much having a kid costs? Average?
They okay. I don't know, because I saw one that said $250, then I saw one that said $330.
The kid?
Yeah, like from like 1 to 18.
Lifetime.
I think one.
Yeah, it was
118.
118.
It's like in their lifetime, in that time frame, from 1 to 18, you're gonna spend from I guess we can just throw it in the ballpark, $250 to $330,000.
That's 18
on that kid.
On that one kid.
And that's
Good luck, sir.
that's accounting a nuclear family. That's not accounting if y'all split up. You got to pay child support.
True.
In the state of Texas, it's either 20 or 25% of your net income every month. With every child up until I think the 5th one is an extra 5%. So that could catch up to you.
That
real
sucks.
fast. You could just do 25% of you make $2,000 a month.
Shorty hit you up right now, Chris. What you doing? Talking about we got a kid.
Okay.
What? I want to put you on child support.
Oh.
You a deadbeat.
Oh my God.
I hate you so much. What are you doing?
New
So,
phone. Who
What's
this?
the move? What's the move?
We skip past the whole point of I'm actually pregnant. What should we do?
Yeah. No. You saw her. You met her at a club. You saw her. Y'all.
We had
you
a good time.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom.
She had those beautiful brown
She
ojos.
She just found you. She just found your number. She just found who you are. Boom. She hits you up. She's talking about Chris.
Remember me?
I just had our kid. I had all these guys tested, but I think you the father.
Okay.
You get tested. You are the father. What?
Okay.
She wants to put you on child support. What we doing?
Well, unfortunately, and I'm not gonna say unfortunately because if you want a child, that's a beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not really something I want to do right now. But you have to pay child support in Texas. If you get behind $2,500, they seize your driver's license. You're
They're
done.
taking everything from you, bro.
Yeah, if you got a hunting fishing license, all that's
Everything.
gone. All that's gone. $2,500.
Why do you know all this?
Well, you should want
You gotta be
to know
prepared.
something.
Fam, you don't even meet no women.
To take a to drive a car,
Still
you have to
begging for
take
box.
a driver's test.
And they tell you that.
They tell you.
I did not
I did
remember
not
that.
know that at all.
Tell you what.
Oh, I can tell
About,
you.
about if you got child support.
No.
they-
No, I'm saying if you want to drive
Well,
a
listen,
car,
listen,
you
listen.
have to take driver's ed.
If you owe back child support like to the IRS, you can't buy a firearm.
No.
and we down south.
If you go to pick up, your child, and y'all have a little argument and you leave, she can file, whether it's false or true, she can file a DV claim, and immediately your firearms can be seized. Immediately your visitation can be taken away, whether it was true or not. She could easily say, "Oh, he spit on the door handle when he came over here. I felt threatened," because spitting on somebody is a felony in some states.
So let me ask you this: you think women got too much power?
I mean, with something like that, how could you disagree?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like, oh,
That's why you marry forever.
well, I wouldn't get married, but I'm not opposed to spending the rest of my life with someone if I meet somebody that I like. But
What's your type, Chris?
the
You like white girls?
It
We'll
don't
find
really
you somebody
matter.
right now.
Somebody out there watching? If you're out there, babe,
Come on.
I ain't got no type.
No
Bad
type.
bitches.
Okay.
Really?
You got a black girl, you got a white girl, you got a Mexican.
Okay.
We're sitting right in front of you.
Okay.
Who you picking?
It's
Well,
like
they all look-
starter Pokemon. You got to pick
They
one.
they're all attractive in their own features.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Pick one.
Whichever one respects me.
Get out.
Personality.
None of them
They
will,
all
bro.
act. They all
They're
got the
not
same
going to.
personality.
They all got the same personality. No.
You see, you asked the wrong person. He's gonna overthink everything.
Nah, do you respect me? Because if we just go
They
off
all respect
looks,
you. They all respect you. They just got different professions.
I
One's a
have-
lawyer, one's an accountant, and one's like
A
a.
doctor.
Accounting
There you
nowadays
go.
does not mean anything good.
Well, men have the luxury of time, so
Who would you pick, Junior? You single?
Men have the luxury of time.
Black,
Junior.
white, Mexican. Go.
Who'd you pick?
Look. Alto.
Alto. Stop.
Men have the luxury of time. So
I
if
heard
it's 5 women in front of you, you can just take your time and put each one of them through their paces. And if they
Women
pass-
ain't got time.
What'd you say?
Women don't have time.
Well, what do you mean, though?
You just said it. You just said men got. What did you just say?
A 50-year-old woman versus a 50-year-old man. The options are different when you're a guy that's 50 years old.
Why? You
if-
talking about having a kid aspect?
No, I'm not talking about having a kid. I'm
Chris,
talking about if you're a
Chris,
50-year-old.
Chris, what race of woman do you like?
It doesn't
Black,
matter.
white, Hispanic? No.
It does matter to
In
you.
the scenario,
Fam.
in the scenario, what's the type?
It
what's
doesn't
the-
matter.
Pick.
Well, it's a
It
simple
doesn't
question.
matter.
It's a simple question. I had to cut you off right there. It's a simple question.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Fam.
Chris, are you scared to tell us what you like?
If they all look